Hey everybody, how's it going? We're out here doing a little content on a Thursday, that's right. And I'm enjoying a little bit of Edward G. Robinson. Yeah. Edward G. Robinson, he was quite the actor. I really enjoyed his pictures. He definitely had the whole, gangster persona down perfect. And of course, he was known for Little Caesar and all the different films through the 30s. And he was known by his fans as not as a pipe guy as much, but a cigar guy. So, you think of Edward G. Robinson, you always think of cigar. Because he always had that hard-boiled gangster persona, right? And you think of cigars, you think of gangsters. And it makes sense, And it's interesting because there was definitely a typecast. Gangsters smoked cigars or cigarettes, but mostly cigars because they are tough and gritty. But the nicer guys smoked a pipe. It was a pipe was associated with mild-mannered, thoughtful, considerate gentlemen, right? But the cigar was, other side of the tracks, the underworld style, right? But he was actually a connoisseur of both. He actually, at home, in all the photos from the film magazines I've seen from the era, he definitely was posed with a pipe more. There was a whole article, I forget what magazine it was, but it was him talking about his pipe collection. He definitely was more, I think, had a more, a taste, he leaned towards, or he favored the pipe more than the cigar. But he was a connoisseur, and he was definitely very well cultured. He had a beautiful art collection that him and his wife collected at the time, and he definitely knew his highbrow culture. And because of that, his influence with that, I've actually kind of been, dove into the more, sophisticated things a little bit, when the chance shows itself. My interest in classical music has definitely rekindled because of his influence a little bit. I was exposed to a lot of classical music as a child. My mom was a piano teacher, and she listened to a lot of classical growing up. Well, my brother and I grew up, and so at the time I didn't appreciate it as much. I definitely had some favorites, but I didn't appreciate it as much as I should have, or as much as I maybe do now. Yeah. Now, I will say I'm definitely more of an expert on big band music, 30s, 40s, jazz, stuff like that. More pop stuff, pop culture things. But definitely I need to get back into the classical stuff and re-familiarize myself with different pieces and composers and whatnot. But that's part of the fun. You never stop learning, right? Exactly. But anyways, this is a good blend. Edward G. blended it in 1946 and had it distributed, and it's still being blended and made today. You still can order a tin of Edward G. Robinson pipe mixer. The hell is that? You never can tell what's going to roll by the time cave. That's a thirsty sounding motor, that's for sure. Anyways, we're burning the old 275, and I'll tell you this, friends. This thing has really grown on me. I don't think I'm going to touch it at all. It's going to stay exactly as you see it. It's a really cool lantern, and I love the red globe in it. And I put that in there recently, and it really suits it. It does. I had this globe on hand just for the right lantern, and I think I found the right lantern. It's perfect. Really is. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. Anyway, I like this. I really do. It wears its age very well. It tells its history. And, you can tell that it was a hard-working lantern without being abused. So I think it's a great thing. I might just do a little oiling on the chimney just so it has a smoother action, and that's it. I've done nothing else except for adding oil, and that's it. And a match. Okay? That's it. But this flame can get real high without smoking. I'll show you. You might be able to see it better because of the red globe. Yeah. Look at that. See that? Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Woo! I'll tell you. Thing cooks. Yeah. here's something that I observed, which kind of makes me wonder, I question. Now, you can buy a Dietz, what's the name? I forget the name, the formal name, but Dietz makes a little wizard-sized lantern that has a cooking adapter, right? And was it the Millennium Cooker or something like that? Anyways, it's cute. It's good for backpacking, I guess, and you can warm up food more than cook it. I would say that's more what it's designed for, is warming things up and not boiling water. But if you wanted to, get one of these things. And it's interesting because sometimes I'll see big cold blasts like these on eBay that have no crown. Yeah, the crown was removed, and then, you know, you probably put a pot over it and you can actually boil water with a flame that big. Heck yeah, you could. I could definitely see it. It would take some time, but you could definitely do it. It would definitely be something you would be able to accomplish. But anyway, some bad news. It's not devastating, but I was trying to make a unboxing video because I know that it's fun and I know it's people like them, but I was almost done with this video and the garbage trucks came by and spoiled it all. It sounded like they were in the garage. It was so loud, so I had to start over. So we're just starting over. Here's the box, unboxed it. But after selling that top lift to that best ever top lift Defiance to Mike Lawless, I kind of wanted another best ever. So I hit up collector and friend Russell Smith, and I asked him if he had a duplicate of one of those, and he said he did, and he would take pictures of one and send it to me. So he did, and I bought it. There we are, another best ever, and this is a project. As you can see, it's missing one of the guide wires for the left-hand side, and the globe plate lever or globe plate hinge needs to be resoldered to the air chamber. It's loose, and it needs to be fixed. But I also need to make a bail. It did come with a bail, but it's kind of a wonky, thick, chunky POS. It's not the right bail. Not at all. Not the right one at all. So, that being said, it's a project, but it's got great bones, good patina, and that's already half the battle. So I'll have to get some wire and make a new guide wire, get it soldered on there, and resolder on the globe plate hinge, which is not the end of the world. No, it really isn't. It will be fine. But this thing will be a great lantern once it's finished. But it's got good bones, good patina. I'm really excited. It's got everything I'm looking for. It's a really nice piece. So thank you, Russell. I really do appreciate you selling me that lantern. You did me a solid. You really did. So there we go. Best ever, back in action. Well, back in the collection. It will take some time to get it going, but it will, and it'll be a great lantern. No doubt about that. Yeah. Too much talking. Thing went out. Anyway, that's fine. So we have another thing to share. You remember the old barbecue painted Blizzard? Well, I did an update video where I showed you how it was coming along. Well, I more or less finished it. Here it is. That's it. That's the same lantern. Can you believe that? That is the same lantern. That is it. That's the same one. That's the one that was black, that old barbecue paint. Well, I got it done. Yeah. So huge thanks and shout out to Steve Young for use of his electrolysis tank. He managed to get about 90% of the paint off. There was a stubborn spot on top of the old crown there. Sorry, I got my dog over here. She's getting comfortable. So he hit that a little harder up, and it finally came off. But then I polished it all up with Mothers, and I put the correct globe in there. Now I'm not sure if by the 40s if they were still making Blizzard marked fits-alls, but I know this globe for sure is right around the early 40s. So it is appropriate regardless if it says Blizzard or not. but it's perfect. It's nice. It came out really nice. So you never know what's hiding under paint, and chances are, if it's smooth, if the paint is smooth, then your surface is smooth, and you're going to have probably either good tin or at least a nice patina under there. But this one definitely had good tin. Yeah, and that paint wasn't that old. Someone painted that, probably within the last couple of years. And why they painted it from this, I don't know. But not everybody's into bare metal. But I mean, this is how it would have been sold. It would have been tin. And you would have bought it brand new, just like this, more or less. I mean, it would have been brighter tin and flawless, but this is how it would have looked. But the paint definitely did keep it from aging further or rusting. But there is a little, I think that had a leak. There was seal all in here. Mike did tell me he did put some seal all in this fount. It was leaking a little bit, and it's funny, I was going to light it today, but I thought the seal all would have been dissolved by the electrolysis tank. No, it wasn't. It was the fact that I actually put some acetone in it this morning to clean out the fount after the electrolysis, and that softened up the seal all. So now I have to wait another day to add fuel and light it. But I have a new wick ready to go. And so we'll light this thing probably on Monday or maybe the latter part of this weekend. We'll see how much time I have to do another video, but we shall see. We shall see. But anyways, I mean, it's just, come on. It's just awesome. And I know I'm not a big fan of streamlined lanterns. I know. But I mean, this thing came out really nice. Nice turn plate. Bottom, nice tin. Yeah, it's a good lantern. It's a beauty, and it'll come in handy. It's stuff like this I like to have on hand for emergencies and whatnot. So it's going to be a good lantern to burn, and it's handsome, and it'll be cool. It'll be fun. Anyways, with that being said, that is our content for today. That's our update for this week. I didn't get a video done on Monday because, well, it was a holiday. And there you go. It was a holiday, and I did a video upload all over the weekend, so you had content to enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed the last video where I featured the unboxing of the Bols 275. And this thing, I'm telling you, I've been enjoying it almost every night, and it's just a real nice piece. I love its character. I love the dirt. I love the old paint. It really is a cool lantern. So, and the red globe really suits it well, I think. There we go. That's the way it's done. All right, so Eddie G and I, we're going to continue our hangout here in the Time Cave. And I'll let you guys go, and we'll see you guys again soon. All right, bye-bye.